Okay, hello. We are live. Let's see here. Make sure everything's working correctly. Because it's been pretty spotty lately. Adjust my lights a smidge, went up. I also need to turn on lights behind me. Not that it matters all that much, but you know, we're here. Okay. Let's talk about today. The biggest thing to figure out is what is causing the stream to crash. So this is the biggest thing. I did do a bunch of like updating stuff. Updated drivers and like lowered quality on stream. So hopefully that can fix it. But if not, the solution is probably going to be testing whether it's my multiple stream output thing, which would entail a Twitch only stream and a YouTube only stream. So that's the biggest thing, right? So that'll be something we have to test if we continue to have crashing, because that's like the only thing I think it could be, but I don't really know, right? It's my only bet. If that doesn't work, then who knows? But you know, I did what I could, what I could think to do, without doing anything like super crazy. So yeah, kind of. We did that, we're gonna go from there, you know? Yeah, I have no idea why I was just randomly crashing. So, but yeah, here we are. We're gonna try, see if those things fix this, and then we will go from there. Anyway, thing two, we could do more art, which is probably what we're gonna do, but we also could potentially work on patch 1.1.5 if we want to do something more intensive, right? There's a bunch of little changes, and I still need to play more in order to find all these little changes, but you know, it is just something that has to be done. But probably the most major changes with that is that, I mean, we need to rework God of Abundance completely. Along with, probably reworking some more major stuff to Wastelands. Like, I want to set all of them to 2 rather than having a varied amount or something along those lines, right? And then probably the other based update is try to make the tutorial god and then maybe a harder god, like some sort of passive effect that's scarier. So those are the major things. Yeah, here we are. Otherwise, we're just going to be drawing more, I think. Beta cards. Oh, I did, I guess I can show these off. It's not anything that interesting, but I did make, these, which are just little cards that have all the icons on them. Just to show off, you know, an easy way to show off how the game works, right? So that's pretty nice. And then I guess the last thing I'll talk about before we just get into art, just because it's just a quick catch up on everything. Sorry, I woke up from like a nap like, I don't know, 30 minutes ago. Just passed the heck out on my couch. The other thing I want to talk about is info slots, because I was playing the physical game, and this is what it looks like, with the exception that like this is red, right? It's not blue. This is the old one. I want it to be something more like this. You can see how there's less room between there, and then this is bigger, because the printed cards really are almost, they're really hard to read. Partly because of just like bleed errors, but like, you know, ink bleed, so it makes the font actually smaller than it looks. So it kind of really depends on the printer, but sometimes this can have just as much information as the base effect, so it's probably something that's going to need to be done. I might push that off until I want to print out the game again, but that is something that needs to be done. So otherwise, let's do a new card. It's starting to feel like winter out. I'm not sure if I'm happy about that or not, because I do like that sort of cozy feeling that you get in the winter, where it's like kind of cold but warm in your house. But the downside of that is it means the year's almost over, and that is insane to me. And it mentally hurts me that so much time has gone by. It like kind of feels like I haven't gotten a lot done, but I really have, so it's just like it's a lot. Anyway, we did the graveyard last time, which we finished. I guess we could pull that up for half a second, because I didn't really show it finished. That's it right there. I think I did maybe like 1 or 2 tweaks. I guess we could implement it into the game. Let's do that real quick, actually. Save as. Not save as. We need to export PNG. Art, card art, player cards, lands, graveyard. Yes. Here. Dexterous. Actually, no, we need to be in the beta sheet here. I'll add it below Tundra. Insert row below. I guess we'll put 3 copies. We're gonna have to rework all the copies for the beta version anyway, but it's okay. Graveyard. Okay, it's graveyard. It has nothing there. It has a unit effect, or an ability, and it has 1 unit gen. It needs this. There we go. And then, lastly, it needs its ability. It's gonna cost units. I don't know how many units it should cost. Maybe 3? Let's just copy one of our existing abilities so we can keep our wording consistent. I keep getting these all swapped around for some reason. Move 5, we'll say 3 units from the card. Oh wait, it gets to draw a card. This actually might be more. Ability that costs units. Draw a card from your discard pile. Okay, it's gotta be a lot then. Let's call it 5 for now. I guess you may draw, just to kind of keep any any confusion. Draw a card of your choice from your discard pile. We'll go with that. Never gave the Spellblade their official name. I was thinking I did not apply any of the formatting. There we go. Actually, yes, that doesn't matter. I think I wanted to call it Reckless Spellblade. Reckless. Because it kind of makes sense, right? They deal extra damage and then they... whatever. Okay. Alrighty. Now we just need to insert one here, and then go like this, and then go like this. Oh wait, we do need to take this. This should be no. And then we need to go into here. Projects, layout, no, images, sorry. AAE, art, lands, and upload image files. No, I guess it's just easiest to do it this way. I don't know, I'm going to the devlog. I've gone into that folder so many times recently. I think it just, my brain is just stuck on that. So here we are. What next? We want to player cards, land, graveyard, open, upload. Can you choose a PSD? No, I was like, that's wild if you can. All right, copy path. paste it in here. And then that's the card, in theory. Go layout, or sorry, projects, beta, then we update. Oops, that's not what we want to do. We want to hit this button. Look at that. We got our stone golem, got our spell blade, and we've got our graveyard. That might be too powerful. That might have to be a higher cost, but here we are. I guess not really, right? Because like Mountain just gets you a card for free. In theory, though, this might have to say, like, hero, structure, or land, or something like that. Or maybe just heroes. This may have to be specific to a thing, rather than, I don't know, rather than what am I trying to say here? This may have to not, like, let you draw spells infinitely, right? Especially because you get to choose the card. It could be that you draw the top card from your thing, but you could, in theory, just, like, I don't know, infinitely do things, potentially. So, we'll have to see. It's okay for stuff to be broken in the beta, right? That's kind of the point of it. Alright, now we get to choose a new card. If there is anyone in the chat, which seems like it's not currently, which is fine. Or if anyone is, they're just lurking, which is also fine. Don't mind people just hanging. But it's time to choose a new card. So, what do we do? Valley's pretty cool. I kind of like the idea of river. Or giant turtle. Giant turtle, river, or valley, I'm thinking. It's like it meant to be an ability here. Have to think that through. I think I'll go with river. I think it's the most interesting to me. Valley is also cool, but I think river seems kind of more interesting for some reason. So either that or giant turtle. I don't know my ability to draw a giant turtle right now, so I'm gonna go with river. I think river will take a few seconds to do anyway. Maybe. Okay, new card. Let's see this actually. There we go. Okay. All right, River Me Timbers. Let's see. As per usual, let's look up some references. Obviously, it's just a river, right? It's not that complicated. I don't know if I want it to be like, I don't know, I mean, maybe that would be cool. Like sort of a straight on shot, like here. I was almost thinking, yeah, something more like this, where it's kind of got some curve to it, right? I guess that's a lot more interesting. I was like, oh, why not just like from the side, but like going. It's like really interesting that there's no pictures like how I'm thinking of. Like rather than running into the distance, right? I was thinking like running sideways, but this is actually probably gonna be much better than. Because my initial thought is like, for some reason, save as, let's just save this right away. Art, players, land, river, caps lock is on, river. That's right. Yeah. Let's get this in here real quick, and then I'll explain what I was trying to say. My initial thought was something more like, you know, like this, right? But that is harder to show. Whereas all the other things are like, I guess you start wide and then you go thinner, right? And that is more interesting, arguably. So that's good to use reference. I think I like, I don't want a branching one. I think I like something like this, actually. And I think the way to do this is, I'm not arguably not very good with perspective, but I think the way to do it, let's do a sketch layer. The way to do this is draw the perspective, right? It's all a vanishing point. Well, first of all, we need a horizon line, right? There's a horizon. And then everything vanishes to that point, right? So that's what it would look like if it were straight on, right? But we want something a little more curvy. So we kind of want to work within that parameter. I guess this isn't quite right? Like the vanishing point should be a point, right? Not a, that was more of a dual vanishing point sort of deal. Oh, this is just gonna be its own layer. Cannot type. Can I just drag and drop? That's something I can do. No. There we go. That was our reference. So just jump back and forth. I keep bumping my tablet, which keeps wobbling. I'm just trying to make sure my stream isn't crashing, because I have no idea anymore when it is not crashing. Okay, this is the sketch. For real this time. Trying to get an idea of how this works, right? This goes along here. I guess it kind of has like a little bloop, right? Sometimes it helps to trace things. Not that I'm gonna do that in the final result, but that even keeps going, right? Get this kind of look. You can hardly see that, but I could just trace it. It's not the first time I would have done it, but now I feel like it's a challenge. And honestly, we could even start it here. More like that. I feel like it needs more of an S, right? Yeah, this is a sketch. I need to stop being so precious with it. I mean, that's already decent, right? You can see it going. More like a double S, right? This would need to be more like so. Okay. It's funny because I'm kind of like paranoid about the stream now. It's like, am I even streaming right now? Is it even running? And how would I even know if it wasn't? I feel like I can make this just a little bit. More of a curve here. Make it more noticeable. There we go. Okay, now we got a nice squiggly line. I can maybe even have it come like that, a smidge. It's kind of like visual interest here. Trees, mostly. It's pretty much a plains, right? I could have like mountains on the side, right? Like a lot of these reference images. I think it might be visually more appealing. Like hills, I guess, right? It also brings your eye kind of toward the river, right? That's the kind of cool part about it. And we can also have that kind of maybe go into a vanishing point as well. This could be the sky. Don't really have many, like... Well, I guess we do. I was gonna say, we don't really have much, like, in the way of hill land, but we do. This feels like a Terminator. We need to kind of, like, here. Yeah, I don't mean to, like, toot my own horn, but I've gotten so much better at art since starting this whole endeavor. Because I don't know if I would have been able to figure out, like, this perspective before. I feel like this would have hurt my brain. Do we do trees? We could. I don't know if it needs it though, honestly. I feel like it's more of a distraction, maybe? We'll draw it, and if we feel like it needs trees for some reason, then we'll do it, but... That's it, right? That's the sketch. Let's make us not look at something like this for hours on end. There we go. It's a little less annoying to just stare at. At first I was like, oh, these lines should be straight. I'm like, nah, they don't need to be. Honestly kind of excited to draw the water because I feel like that's something I did well in the children's book thing I was doing. And oh, I think it's gonna be fun. Let's draw it again. I don't really want to like have the hill be like defined, right? Because hills kind of just like they're smooth, right? So it's not like a mountain where it's like you have a more rigid line, right? The hill should be a little more flat, or not flat, but curved. The opposite of flat. I don't know, we'll see. Honestly, what I might need to do is just define it with shading rather than actually drawing a line for it. I think that's exactly what I'll do. Like that. We're gonna make this even more faint. And then we're gonna block out some colors. I think our horizon line shouldn't be just completely flat, despite it being a horizon line. It just looks a little fake, being perfectly flat. Yeah, that's better. Phone's blowing up. Okay. Water. Water. We'll separate these just because. Mountains. Control ship. AAE, so we're gonna expand it, and then we will do a new layer. I think this is just gonna be, I guess we'll go with the lighter color to start, but I think the darker color is gonna be better. I just need a sky color here. Let's open some references as well. Land. I like the sky in this one, so we will go with this color, which I think is maybe the same color as the river. It is. We can work on differentiating the sky and the water. I mean, maybe I do make it sunsetty. Where the heck is my others? Well, I guess I could zoom in at this, right? Just kind of looking for the colors. Oh, this is kind of like definitely oversaturated. Let's pull up the library card, which is always funny to say. The library card. I like this orange that used. All right, let's do that, like that. All right, I'm gonna start by doing one of these. Let's give it some that. Very simply, just that. The water to make look more watery. We're gonna want to make it darker around the edge. We'll do a little bit like this. I guess farther away, you're not gonna see the light of the water as much. Keep breaking my tablet here. Hello? I might need to get a new tablet eventually. Because the connector is kind of messed up. Kind of just wondering if there's gunk in there, but I think it's just kind of loose. There we go. There we go. Do I want to make this a multiply? That is actually kind of pretty, but that's not what I'm looking for. Honestly, I almost think normal is the way to go. Let's do a really dark. There we go. That maybe we do multiply. Then I kind of just want to do some daylight. And then we'll do the, it's just a soft light. Did this on the wrong layer. Classic. Dude, I don't know what's up with Adobe and why. Did I fix it? No, it doesn't like let me press buttons. I don't know if it's Windows 11. It might be. Thankfully my desktop audio is not on, but it does like doo-doo every time I like do an action here. That's why it was looking weird, just because it was under multiply instead of soft light. Yeah, like my shortcut keys don't work. Alt. Control S. Okay. I have no idea. I do not claim to know. I think I want... I think I want this to do like that. Maybe not exactly like that, but kind of like that. There we go. I think I want this to kind of just disappear behind the here. Yeah. Why is this not drawing? It's not that it's not drawing, it's just it can't be seen underneath this. I guess the middle would also be dark, right? So let's do that. Because that should be where the deepest part is, right? It's the wrong brush. I think this just needs to be less dark. I feel like I was excited about this and now I'm failing at it. Oh, I need to blink. I forgot to blink. I think I'm overdoing it. Start over. There we go. Don't overdo it. It will be maybe have some orange reflections from the sky, but for now, just use some shadows.